Crime and Punishment is a novel written by Fyodor Dostoevsky, first published in 1866. It's a classic work of Russian literature that explores the psychological and moral dilemmas of its protagonist, Raskolnikov, a destitute and intellectually gifted student in St. Petersburg. Here's a summary with key themes. Summary. Crime and Punishment tells the story of Rodion Raskolnikov, a young and impoverished former student who hatches a plan to commit a murder. He believes he can justify this act by applying his theory that extraordinary individuals, or supermen, are above conventional morality and can transgress societal norms for the greater good. Raskolnikov's target is Alyona Ivanovna, a moneylender he views as both a symbol of moral corruption and a source of funds. After committing the crime, Raskolnikov grapples with overwhelming guilt and paranoia. He is further haunted by the enigmatic police detective, Porfiry Petrovich, who suspects him of the murder. Meanwhile, Raskolnikov's life becomes increasingly entwined with the Marmeladov family, a group of destitute and morally compromised individuals. Throughout the novel, we witness Raskolnikov's internal struggle as he vacillates between justifying his actions and recognizing the heinousness of the murder. He forms a complex relationship with Sonia, a prostitute who embodies Christian forgiveness and redemption. Her influence plays a significant role in Raskolnikov's moral and emotional development. As the novel unfolds, Raskolnikov is eventually driven to confess his crime, but the narrative doesn't end with the confession. Instead, it delves into themes of suffering, redemption, and the possibility of moral transformation. Raskolnikov's journey symbolizes the human capacity for both cruelty and compassion. Key themes. Crime and Consequence. The novel explores the consequences of criminal acts and the emotional and psychological torment experienced by the perpetrator. It questions whether the ends can ever justify the means. Morality and Ethics. Raskolnikov's theory of the Superman challenges conventional moral and ethical norms. The novel engages with questions of right and wrong, moral duty, and societal morality. Isolation and Alienation. Raskolnikov's actions isolate him from society, and his inner turmoil leads to a sense of alienation. The novel delves into the psychological impact of social isolation. Redemption and Forgiveness. Through Sonia, the novel explores themes of forgiveness and redemption, suggesting that even the most morally compromised individuals have the potential for transformation. Suffering and Resilience. The characters in the story endure significant suffering, both physical and emotional. The novel examines how characters cope with their suffering and, in some cases, find resilience and purpose. Social commentary. Dostoevsky uses the novel to comment on the social issues and class disparities of 19th-century Russia. The story is set against the backdrop of a society marked by poverty, crime, and moral decay. Psychological tension. The novel delves deep into the psyche of Raskolnikov and the mental anguish he experiences. It explores themes of guilt, paranoia, and the internal conflict between his justifications and moral conscience. Existentialism. Raskolnikov's philosophical musings touch on existential themes, such as the search for meaning and the individual's responsibility for their choices. Poverty and Desperation. The characters in the novel often grapple with poverty and its effects on their lives. It highlights the desperation that can lead individuals to commit desperate acts. The Family. The novel depicts various family dynamics, including Raskolnikov's strained relationship with his family and the Marmeladov family struggles. It explores the importance of family bonds and the consequences of neglecting them. Religious and spiritual themes. Religious imagery and symbolism are prevalent in the novel, with recurring references to Christianity, sin, and redemption. The character Sonia serves as a Christ-like figure. The city, St. Petersburg, where the story is set, is portrayed as a symbol of moral decay and societal ills. The city itself becomes a character in the novel, reflecting the darkness and corruption in society. Justice and the legal system. The novel examines the effectiveness of the justice system and raises questions about whether it can truly deliver justice, especially when dealing with complex moral cases. Intellectualism and Hubris. Raskolnikov's intellectual arrogance leads him to believe he can commit murder with moral impunity. The novel explores the pitfalls of intellectual hubris. These themes, among others, contribute to the depth and complexity of Crime and Punishment, making it a thought-provoking work that continues to be studied and analyzed for its insights into the human condition and society.